Welcome back to Rabbit Noise on Rabbit Radio. That was Spoutmouth from He Is Legend's Heavy Fruit, which hit many people's top albums of 2014, including yours truly. And here to talk about their long overdue Australian tour and all things He Is Legend, frontman Schuylar Croom. Thanks for joining us tonight, man.
Yeah, Nev. Thank you.
I have to say, as one of many of your fans down here, I was pretty damn stoked when you guys were announced for Soundwave, as, you know, I sadly didn't get to see you guys when you first toured here, which was quite a few years ago. Can we expect a bit of a mix of material to catch us up on this tour?
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. We've been honing in our live set, got it down to a science.
What can we expect? So a little bit more of Heavy Fruit, or is it just going to be all?
Yeah, I mean we'll be pushing the Heavy Fruit songs, you know, but we play bangers, man. We got a real quick rock and roll set, and it's fun, and we go all over the place. But I think you know, it just really depends on how long our set times are. I don't even know if we know those yet, so we'll have to maybe scale down or add a few tunes. Who knows?
It must be hard, man, sometimes, you know, because with so many killer tracks for you guys to play live, you know, how do you usually, you know, decide on a set list? You know, it's not the easiest thing, I guess.
I think it kind of just, you know, you boil it down. It's like, you know, a nice reduction or like caramelizing onions, you know. It's after a while, it just kind of gels together, and you figure out which songs are bangers and which songs are, you know, certain shows you might throw some more slow tunes in, you know, and depending on where you are. I think we've been touring pretty hard here lately, so we've done everything from, like, you know, headlining tours to like playing towns we played a couple months before, so we've got different, you know, we'll throw some new tunes around or covers or, you know, you got to make it interesting, especially if you're playing the same markets. But yeah, I mean, you know, you play a 30-minute set one night, you play an hour and a half one night, you know, it just depends on what the bill calls for.
Well, I mean, you got to keep it interesting for yourself too, you know. Mix it up sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to just play a bunch of, I mean, like, I guess if we had it our way, we would probably just play our new record front to back, but, you know, you want to make it interesting and play some old stuff and play some new stuff, and we haven't been to Australia in so long, man. It's like we've got a lot to get out from underneath our belts, you know, and we're all so stoked.
Oh, man, we're stoked. We're stoked that you're coming back finally, man. It's going to be so awesome. Well, are there any songs that you've recorded that, you know, you've never played live, or, you know, you will never play because, you know, one reason or another?
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, there's stuff we won't play that, you know, for like silly reasons. There's stuff that we won't play because it just won't come across the right way live. I mean, there's stuff we probably could play in a certain situation, you know, like I always like to say you can't play them all because, you know, most people would like to hear most of the stuff, you know, but you got to do what you're told. No, nah. Yeah, there's a few songs on the ban list, I guess you would say. There's a few songs that we're like, nah, I'm not going to do it. But I'm sure every band has those. I mean, you know, try hearing Creep at a Radiohead show.
Yeah, they'll just play it every night. But I guess, you know, the fans, you know, there's stuff that, you know, they really love. And there's always seems to be that one guy at shows that, I guess, yells out songs at the bands.
Yeah, it's probably the same dude that yells out Freebird at every other show.
Yeah.
Like if he doesn't know the song, if he doesn't know the band, he'll yell Freebird. But if he knows the band, he wants his favorite song. That's
it, and he'll keep doing it until it's played. How do you usually deal with those kinds of fans?
Oh man, you just wink at them or something. You know, I mean, it's like you get it. Everybody did it once. I'm sure I yelled something at some band, and who knows? You know, like I don't know. I like to take the comedic route, my man. You know, there's always going to be a dude yelling something at you. You just got to grin and bear it.
Yeah, I guess. You know, but you know, I guess it would be a bit annoying sometimes because you know it's on the set list and it's coming. So it's like, man, just chill out. We're going to play it. You always hear bands say that.
Right. Yeah. That's classic. That's what would the world be without that dude, though? You know, I mean, the show just would not feel the same.
That's it. It'd be quite strange without, you know, that one guy. Well, you've also had, you know, I struggle to pronounce that. Is it B.D. Ellison?
Bevis?
Yeah, you know, she's got such a great voice, and it really complements yours, man. Like, how did you hook up with her originally?
Amazing, man. Bevis was, I've just known her for quite a while from North Carolina. She does her own solo music, and now she's kind of got a residency in Myrtle Beach, which is not far from us, but it's kind of like a little Vegas. She's doing stuff there because she just emulates, you know, classic artist voices because she's just really good at what she does. But I would just always choose her because I just believed in her talent, and she's a tiny little firecracker that has like the meanest pipes out, you know. She's got it. And but yeah, she moved into town. I had known her from Carborough, North Carolina, where she was when I first met her, but she moved into the town that we are from in Wilmington, and we hooked up one night and just like did karaoke. And I think we sang like Purple Rain or some shit, and it was so fun, and there was like nobody at this little karaoke hall, so we would go every Sunday night and just like sing. It was dope. And then she like kind of got a band to start doing like a cover set because people would just come to watch her do karaoke there, and she kind of just like took off from there. I mean, she's great, man. I'll always work with her as long as she's still around letting me.
And it's like you kind of expect to hear her voice now on at least one track on each release of you guys too, and it's kind of like one of those little highlights of the albums, you know? Yeah.
I mean, I would have her full time, man. I'd have her like, you know, shaking it with me. And she's we're kind of in the process of figuring out our next step sonically for the new record, and yeah, I mean, I already think of stuff. I always have like a female vocal idea, you know, or like in a lot of songs. Sometimes I have to even talk myself out of some of it. 'Cause I'm like, you know, you don't want to put too much out. I mean, especially because like you know, we don't have a girl on tour with us that's doing her vocal part. So the kind of scaled down rock versions are, you know, they're just kind of like, you know, they're rock songs, but it's nice on record to have her voice shine through. And I'll always be hitting her up when we're in the studio for sure.
That's awesome to hear. Well, it seems that there's a few years between you guys releasing albums, but, you know, they're always well received by, you know, not only the fans, but press as well. Is that because you guys take your time with the writing process? You know, you really put a lot of thought and heart into it?
Yeah, I would say some of that. I think we're just, like, terribly lucky to have such diehard fans, you know what I mean? We have been away for a while with really no, no face in the public eye, but to come back this strong and to have people still like be really receptive of what we're doing, it's really humbling and a complete like blessing, I guess, in our case, because so many bands could go away and like, you know, you have to struggle to get back, you know. So we're lucky, man. It's like it's been a really cool run this last year with Sam and Denny and this breath of fresh air for us, and you know the fans have been so dope and like down for us. So we're gracious and really excited to be traveling again and getting around, especially, you know, like it's been so long since we've been to Australia. It's like, you know, it's going to be like a little vacation for us to just come and play a rock show and get to see some amazing bands that we've, you know, revered our entire lives. It's like it's a really dope thing, man. It's really cool.
Well, man, you have got such a strong fan base here. Like dudes that I know that, you know, are into Here's Legend, like absolutely obsessed with you guys. So it's going to be awesome, man. Who are you looking forward to seeing?
Oh my God, I don't even know what day we're playing. I mean, like I know a bit about the festival, but I don't really know how it's run or what to expect. So I mean, I see the lineup and my jaw is just like on the floor, man. Like, I mean, Slipknot and Manson and the Smashing Pumpkins and Faith No More. I want to see everybody. I want to like hug everybody, you know? It's like my childhood dream come true.
Oh man, I'll be there with you for sure. Smashing Pumpkins, man, Soundgarden as well.
Right?
It's just insane.
Yeah, Soundgarden, come on. I mean, like I grew up on all of that stuff, so it's so amazing. But like, I was really into Marilyn Manson, and and still am. And I just listened to his new record like yesterday. I streamed it on SoundCloud, and he still puts out dope shit. He's still doing it. I mean, like, and Slipknot's new album is banging hard. I actually haven't checked out the Smashing Pumpkins' new joint yet, but that's on my list to get to. But yeah, man, I mean, it's like, right? Isn't it crazy? It's amazing.
Well, I got to say, man, like you're saying, you grew up on all that stuff, and you know, one thing is I've always thought that you'd be a perfect fit to front Stone Temple Pilots, just with your voice, man. And if the DeLeo brothers ever called and asked if you want to, have a jam, would that be something you'd consider doing on the side from Here's Legend?
Shit, yeah. I mean, I actually I had a mutual friend that was trying to get me to fly out and audition for Velvet Revolver when that all was going down, and yeah, that's funny. Didn't they end up getting like an Australian dude to do that? I think they did, maybe. I don't know. But we were touring or something, and I couldn't do it. But that would be amazing. I would totally do that. Whatever. I'll do 2 shows a night. We'll do He Is Legend opens for Stone Temple Pilots, and I'll just do both shows. Oh
man, that'd just be absolutely mind blowing, dude. That'd be so good. You'd probably be pretty right by the end of it.
I can handle it. I'm a powerhouse.
You are, dude. Are you working on any projects outside of He Is Legend, or have you ever thought of maybe putting out a solo album?
I want to put out a hip hop album that I always try to freestyle. I kind of grew up in being really into that music, and I've always loved it. I still listen to almost everything that comes out. Like, I mean, my top 10 list, half of it was hip hop records. So that's a dream of mine. But I don't know of many white rappers that I like a lot that aren't like just. I mean, I'm. You get a few drinks in me, and I'm thug as fuck. But like, it's just I like real trap, dirty shit, and I would love to put out a record like that, like a 2 Chainz or a Rick Ross or Lil Wayne. Like, I would want it to be authentic and like about real shit, and I can't like, it would be a different process, and it was totally far out. So yeah, that's a dream of mine to do. But no, I don't really get down with there's very few singery, songwritery dudes that I can get down with. I mean, they're the chosen few. Who they are, and I never want to be that guy just like strumming an acoustic, like talking about my problems. But I'd rather be like flexing my wrist and like showing my gold grill and shit. if I were going to do something on my own, it would probably be closer to that than anything else.
Well, man, if you got the dream, I mean, you've done everything else, pretty much you've hit all your goals. Why not, man? Why not,
I mean, Yeah, that's all I need is a gold grill, and then everything's going to be cool. Right now, we're really focusing on making some new Legend tunes, and I always try to freestyle and stuff like that, and I play around with software, and maybe one day something will come to fruition, but as of right now, I think we're just going to keep rocking and rolling and doing our thing.
And it's what you guys do best. So, you did say, you're working on some new tunes. Have you got like a timeline for when you're expecting the new album to be finished?
Well, as soon as we can, right now we're kind of still riding the wave of Heavy Fruit, and so it's basically just getting ideas ready, but because we're all so excited and there is a lot of new life and new blood, we're like, we're itching to get in the studio and see what happens when it's all of us kind of, on this new wave. So I think it's all a matter of just kind of getting in the mindset. But right now we're kind of in tour mode. You kind of got to switch on and off between the two. And, you know, Soundwave's coming up real soon, and then South